I was born and raised in Maple Ridge, so the mainland, but I moved to Victoria in 2018 to start my degree in geography and education at UVic. So I think I first got connected to Lambrick through UCM mainly, because there's a large portion of young adults that came to Lambrick, and I was like, oh, that's fun community, get connected. But yeah, when I saw the role posted, I was like, oh, this could be fun to have get more connected with the church, as well as serve the community a little bit more. Because during the fall, I'm just at school kind of chugging away. But yeah, and I mean, due to COVID, it was kind of like, I felt like I was lacking a little bit of the community. I was like, oh, I just see nobody. Yeah. I love camping and hiking and exploring Victoria. Even though I've lived here for a few years, I still kind of feel like a tourist in the town, trying to discover new coffee shops and stuff.
There are so many amazing places to go on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you started about a week ago, right, at Lambrick?
Yeah.
How's it been so far? What kind of things have you been doing so far?
So far, learning a lot how to use the office thing, the computer. Getting used to that. Kind of perfecting my phone call. Hello, this is Lambrick Park. You've reached Kalina. Practicing that, how introverts do, got to repeat it in my head a few times before I pick up the phone. So getting to know everyone in the office, everyone's super nice. And it's nice to be able to come in somewhere. So
yeah. And what's life like in the office at the moment? Are there many people in the building nowadays?
I always see the Wise Ways people walking back and forth and wave. I don't know any of their names yet, but other than Lisa. And then sometimes it's Therese is usually here to help me and train me, answer all of my various questions. And sometimes Simon pops in to say hi. So
that's awesome. So you are helping with kind of office-y stuff, but your role is going to be a bit more varied than that as well, isn't it? Because you're helping us get through the kind of grind as we start in-person things going again. So are there any kind of Anomaly tasks that are on? I know that last week you went around and delivered gifts to our grads, didn't you?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was pretty good. Thankfully, I have Google Maps all downloaded on my phone because I wouldn't have been able to get anywhere. But yeah, that was pretty fun, driving around and dropping off little, feel like Santa,
Yeah.
And then I have some other tasks going through first aid, all the first aid kits and updating those before people start coming back to church and possibly injuring themselves. And then there's a big stack of flashlights over there that I need to go through, make sure they work.
Super important. Super important. Yeah.
So just some fun things, some random things that they have to get done before people come back. But
lots to because we haven't been in the building for a while, there's lots of things that have kind of put on the back burner, so you're helping us get ship shape again.
I made new signs. I explored all of the Canva designs yesterday.
Oh, that's great. You're beautifying the building for us.
So you see the signs on the door? No.
And with you as well, we're going to have our office is going to be open a little bit again, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if our folks need to kind of like pop in for anything in person, you're going to be the lovely face at the desk to greet them.
Yep. 10 a.m. to 2, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Yeah.
Exciting, coming back to a bit of normality. Because
Yeah.
I guess, of course, like often over the summer we have interns like just for the summer with some grant money.
Yeah.
So you're kind of doing some of their roles, and then also you are like doing the bit of my job that I can't do while I'm in the UK. So you kind of look at all rounder.
Yeah. You can't run around and drop things off. Come on. No. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of like camp where you like everyone else has like different tasks and you're like just kind of there to help everyone out. Like you need someone to belay a kid over here while repainting a sign over here. Like I got you.
I love it. I love it. Aw.
Yeah.
So, as you are kind of like our person who is helping us to, safely transition back into in-person stuff, I thought that I'd ask you, what are you most looking forward to about restrictions lifting? What for you is the best thing about restrictions lifting?
Being able to like travel around and see friends again and just go like the casual coffee date. Like I loved it. I love it so much and I missed it. Like just going to catch up with friends or like inviting them to your house to share food. Like I love doing that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Very excited now. Now that this is my first time like living in Victoria over the summer as well. So I got a place because I'm recently married. So yeah, we have our own like home to host things and have friends over now.
Yeah. Did you guys have a wedding during COVID?
Yes. It was like a week or two before the 50-person limit like opened up anyways too, so it was like oh but it was still really beautiful. We had it at Matt's parents' backyard and yeah, and it was all outside. We all ate on the deck and hung up like lights and stuff and
Beautiful.
very nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited for coffee dates too. Yeah.
Right.
And you were saying that now that you can, you're having people over to your house to watch church on a Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday evenings.
I love that.
Yeah.
Folks in Lambrick?
Yeah, Tristan and his girlfriend Ivy. Yeah, it's just kind of like a fun. We make dinner together and kind of relax. We don't have a TV right now, so we use a projector and just project it on our wall. So it's like they're almost real life sized.
Oh, that's great. And how do you find it? Like, do you find that you kind of like sing along like it's a worship service, or do you kind of like chat more like it's a Bible study, or kind of like both? Neither?
We kind of do both. Like during the worship, we're all pretty close together, so like we're not like I'm too embarrassed to sing along. So we all kind of no one's like belting it, mind you, like you might do in a church service, but because we have upstairs neighbors, but it's really nice because once the service ends, we just kind of sit and chat about it, like what kind of hit us, what like what challenges we might be going through, or kind of like it's nice to talk about it instead of just like watching it and being done with it, like and then moving on to the next task. It's kind of nice to like listen to it and then chat about it with friends and kind of have that like I think this part of the sermon really popped out to me, and someone else is like, oh my goodness, that didn't even click for me. Like yeah, so that's part of like the community that I missed. Like
yeah. But yeah, I love that you guys are doing that now, because like we need each other now as well, don't we? Like it's exciting for when things are back to normal, but also like until they're there, while we're just on this last little bit, we still do
Yeah.
need to connect in safe ways, don't we? So that's great.
Mhm. Yeah.
So somebody wanted to really welcome you to Lambrick and make you feel awesome and loved. How could they do that? So the reason I asked this is because when I first started at Lambrick, I'm not going to say who it was because I'll be embarrassed, I think, but somebody got wind that I love tea, that I drink lots of tea.
Oh,
And so they made like a little emergency tea pod and hid it in my
that's
desk.
so
So I had my
cute.
own tea bags. Yeah. And that made me feel really loved. So how could somebody welcome you to Lambrick or like working at Lambrick and make you feel loved?
I think just coming to say hi, like popping by, saying hi,
Yeah.
introducing yourself because I don't actually know a lot of people yet. So and yeah, I think that's probably makes me feel loved. When people like remember my name, that also you know,
Yeah.
it's like when someone comes up to you and it's like intentionally like, remembers your name or like remembers you. Always feels good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, right on. Because like you said, part of the reason you've taken this job is because you want to plug in with our community a bit more, right? And
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
well, thanks so much for chatting with me. I think like people are going to really enjoy getting to know you, and
That's
keep
fun.
lots of people coming in to welcome you and say hi.
Yeah.
um, and I sure am thrilled that we have like not just anybody. I'm really thrilled that we have you on.
Aw.
Yeah.
I'm also very thrilled to be working here, meeting new people.